Hey guys, so quick trade breakdown. I don't have really much time to explain, so we'll just get into it. As always, we start on a daily chart. So I'm today talking basically about yesterday's trading day, so about Monday. As you can see right here on the daily chart, we have equal daily highs, so buy sell liquidity right here, and we are trading within not yesterday's, but within Friday's daily candle. So therefore this is a inside day, which is actually really difficult to trade because we don't really have a daily objective. We don't really have any direction on the daily chart. So we are basically trading higher, but we are within a bearish daily condition. So as you can see right here, today we are trading aggressively lower, but yeah, today I'm talking only about Monday. So let's drop to the 50-minute chart and just see what it looks like. So basically we had a high time frame gap higher. So yeah, that's important. We have Asia highs, lows, which got squared. We have London lows down here within the high time frame gap, which basically did not get traded to its full range. So we still have like a region open. We have London highs, which got squared. We have New York open kill zone. We basically traded just higher and fell short of the daily liquidity. So reacted of the rejection block right here from the 50-minute chart. So as you can see right here, we traded above the daily bodies, not daily bodies, but above the 50-minute bodies, and then just reacted from there and traded lower aggressively. Swept the London lows, and then really took our time to trade higher. Eventually we did, and then we just fully closed basically the high time frame gap, and we are now trading lower. So before we drop to the 1 minute chart, I want to show you regular trading hours. So that's what we can see right here basically. So let's just check. Okay, so we are now on regular trading hours. Basically, we had Friday and Monday relatively similar conditions on regular trading hours. So we were basically within a new opening range gap in trading conditions. So as you can see right here on basically Friday, we had 202 handles, and on Monday we had 250. So therefore we are above 120 handles, therefore we are in trading conditions. And for trading conditions, it's really important to react to the upper quadrant. So basically we want to stay in trading conditions, and we either want to basically form a setup which trades back to the upper quadrant, or we want to trade basically a trend continuation trade setup which basically reacts off the upper quadrant and is then able to trade even higher. But as you can see right here, we were basically manipulating over the opening, before the opening, and with the opening we traded lower. So therefore we are basically disrespecting regular trading hours direction. And yeah, that can also like be seen on a daily chart because we have really difficult trading conditions. We are basically once again stuck in this range, but yeah, we will see. So that's really important, and I will basically also like refer to it maybe later. But first I want to show you S&P. ES was kind of similar. Actually, what was a bit different is the fact that we formed a or that we have like the balanced price range right here, and we did not trade it all the way up to the reaction block right here. So we are kind of in a different situation, but also like S&P was really heavy, so we dropped really with one candle with the opening really aggressively lower, and just swept London lows and even traded way deeper. We did like close a full high time frame gap, so definitely really bearish on S&P. But now let's go back to NQ, and we will drop to the 1 minute chart. So now we will see basically many marked out things, or I don't know, many notes I've taken. So basically first I want to talk about the situation like within the opening. So basically for the opening, what's really interesting is the 9 a.m. candle, which is really aggressive and with a huge wick. And then we spent a lot of time in here trading back and forth, and eventually we displaced higher, but we could not really close above the wick. So that's a short-term run and stop. And we also did fall short of the daily buy sell liquidity and reacted only off the reaction block. And then we basically traded lower with the opening. So the opening is right here. We traded a bit higher. That's purely manipulation. That's really, really, really deep manipulation higher. And then we just sell off, or yeah, trading aggressively lower. And that's actually happening really before our 10 a.m. macro. So right at 9:35, so really early in the day, we are trading lower, and therefore that's the reason why our ATM model can basically take place before our 10 a.m. macro. So that's really important for the ATM model. We do not have to wait for 9:45. So therefore, as you can see right here, our setup is in place way earlier. And so I'm back. I did not had like the time to trade today, and also like for recording the trade breakdown. So I'm basically finishing that now. So what I was basically talking about is the setup right here. So that's our perfect ATM model. That's the reason why the ATM model can also like occur before the 10 a.m. macro. We basically traded against higher time frame gaps right here, but the liquidity or the draw for price was clear. We had New York open kill zone sell liquidity, which is always a really good opportunity to take partials basically for the ATM model. And we also had London lows right here. So yeah, really good draws for price. We did had basically high resistance in here due to the higher time frame gaps, but yeah, that's definitely yeah, a perfect setup. So basically to clean that up right here, I will now show you basically my executions. I basically missed the opportunity right here because I was basically not really looking for trades before or after 9:45, and we really basically traded lower without retracement, and I did not want to chase price, but the entry within the inversion fair gap would have been really good, also like because of the short-term run and stops right here, so the engineered buy sell liquidity. And yeah, so but then we swapped New York open kill zone and we sell liquidity, and we had a huge bullish SMT with ES, and we also like displaced and broke structure. So with the bullish order block, not with the with the breaker basically. So that's a unicorn setup. We have a bullish breaker right here, so low high lower low, and also displays through it with a fair value gap. So that's really high quality. I entered right here, but we could not basically target higher prices because we were just bearish for the day. The objective was lower. We did not respect that the upper quadrant on the new opening range gap, and also because we did also maybe not reach the midnight opening price right here, and we did not reach the midnight opening price right here. So therefore that's basically can be expected that we will just maybe reach one more lower and basically take out the low. But yeah, I think still on a lower time frame, that's a really good setup. So the breaker with displacement with CST, so change of delivery, really good setup. We did not also like had any bearish SMT or bullish SMT in here with SMT. We did had a higher time frame SMT. We do not want to trade against a higher time frame SMT. So basically looking for shorts, we would trade against the bullish SMT, but I think it's also like not the right approach to look for longs either right here, because we still have like much room to expand to lower, especially for the London lows right here, and also because we have to trade through these really stacked up higher time frame gaps there. Therefore, that's basically high resistance. Yeah, so basically avoidable trade. But now we'll go on to what I was basically looking for in here. So basically with sweeping the London lows, we now reached our objective. But I think the problem is now with reaching, so basically we did reach our objective, but there can follow a market maker buy model. So also like there is following a market maker buy model because we swapped session liquidity, external liquidity, therefore we can expect prices higher. But the situation we are in right now is the fact that we are trading between two high time frame gaps. So therefore we are basically in a event horizon, and then we basically have to regard the higher time frame, and the high time frame is basically right here not in a bullish sentiment anymore. So as you can see right here, as I was talking before, I mentioned before, we are basically talking about Monday only today, and we swapped on the daily chart the external liquidity right here. We could not close above it, traded lower, and therefore we expect actually these really stacked up prices to get swept. So the lows right here are a really clean draw for price. So actually you should basically expect lower prices, but because we basically had a inside day, you can expect a really big expansion on the daily chart. So that was really expectable for today. But yeah, so now let's drop back to the 1 minute chart. So but even if we do not really like trade and align with the high time frame objective, we still can form a market maker buy model in here and basically just do some damage on the buy side liquidity. So and right here we also like did have sorry guys, it's a bit late, did have we also like did have really good displacement in here, basically forming balanced price ranges, and also a short-term run on stops. We are also trading within our macro in here. So basically the setup was forming before it, but then we entered really high resistance and had SMT right here. I entered right here. That was basically too early. I was chasing price with that. As always, if we have like two failure gaps stacked up on each other, we want to see the first one be treated like a failure gap and the lower one as a breakaway gap. But if we like have a really huge displacement higher, we want to see basically a short-term run on stops and maybe enter even near the breakaway gap. So that's perfect. So if you would have entered basically just right here within the failure gap near the breakaway gap and just basically had let your stop just leave it, or if you had left it, so that's the right way. So if you just have left your stop right here beneath the breakaway gap, you would have still reached your objective higher. But I was definitely over trading in here. I had wrong money management with my stop loss. I was basically trailing it too tight. I was expecting low resistance, not high resistance. That was my fault. We also had a huge bullish SMT. Therefore, to enter in here is also not ideal because we did basically swap the buy side liquidity on ES. Therefore, NQ is just showing weakness. But with the lunch macro, we actually could deliver higher. But we once more formed a SMT right here, bearish SMT. We could not reach the buy side liquidity right here because it was also already scrapped, as I mentioned before, with the SMT. So so your 9 or 8:30 opening price could have been definitely a target. This could have been a valid setup with the right money management, but it's just not the right the perfect setup. So because we are trading basically in seek and destroy, or within a event horizon, we are trading within high resistance, and we were definitely looking for lower prices on the daily chart. We did had basically our objective met with sweeping London lows, and therefore afterwards we just have really difficulties to trade in low resistance. So therefore this could have been also like avoided, and the short in here would have been basically your perfect expansion to the downside. So what I learned basically today is the fact that we can even sometimes manipulate on regular trading hours. So if you have, for example, just new opening range gaps which are in trading conditions, but the daily chart is looking really bearish, we have to be really careful how price treats basically the upper quadrant. So if we can't form anything in here, if we do not respect the level, the upper quadrant, then we have to expect basically a bearish day, which will try to reach consequent encroachment, and will also like try to even fully close the gap. So really bearish day, and it was basically the same for Friday as well. So that's what basically I learned today, or not today, but on Monday. And I think now we can delete that. So I already journaled it, but now I want to talk basically about today's delivery. So as you can see right here, we had a really bearish day already within Asia, within London, only trading lower. So we have a higher time frame gap right here. On the daily chart, we are really bearish. As you can see right here, we have basically, as I mentioned before, the perfect draw on liquidity for the daily chart, because we have like the stacked up lows right here on the daily chart. We do have a higher time frame gap right here, and now I want to basically talk about the regular trading hours situation. So right here we also had a trending condition. So right here we basically closed and we opened right here. So 385 handles, so that's a lot. So before the opening we already traded this lower. So therefore we can basically once again take our measurements or our Fibonacci tool just to measure out basically our quadrants. And now we want to see, so basically our approaches, if we are trading a line with the higher time frame and with regular trading hours, that we want to see NQ trade back to the upper quadrant and then continue its trend. So, and that was basically what we can see right here. We were trading, we opened right here with the opening, okay? We traded all the way lower, so that's only manipulation. That's manipulation. We don't want to chase these lower prices. So the wick right here is lower prices. And then we basically traded higher, traded above the upper quadrant, consolidated a bit, and then we could continue a trend lower. So that's how we want to see price react basically within trading conditions on regular trading hours. We can also like basically look to it on electronic trading hours, and as you can see right here, that's basically what was hidden on regular trading hours. So the Asia session and London session, where we basically really sold off heavily, and so we are also basically reacting to the new opening range gap from Friday. So because we did not trade it back to it, we still have like open targets to reach there. And as you can see right here, we were definitely respecting to the consequent encroachment right here. So really important target. Also really nice to see that we are basically reacting from it. So we traded all the way down with the opening, and that's only manipulation, perfectly to the wick, and then we traded higher. Really nice to see. So basically on NQ I will do not make like every I don't know how to call it, I will mark out everything. So basically right here we have our high time frame gap, and as you can see right here, our opening price, our prices for definitely midnight opening price is really high. So right here, New York open kill zone. So basically what's really nice to see is the London lows not London lows, the London highs right here, perfectly equal. And also New York open kill zone buy side liquidity right here looks really good, especially because we have in mind that the upper quadrant lies above the buy side liquidity pool right here, so therefore we have to trade higher to reach not only the upper quadrant but also like to sweep the buy side liquidity in here. We do have like London lows, and we'll take a quick look on yes. So yes did not form any SMT. No, we did not. So yeah, the low basically stayed intact. We could reach below the bodies right here, and then we traded higher. So now let's look to it on a 1 minute chart, and that's basically your perfect buy opportunity. So what we are seeing right here is really perfect equal buy side liquidity, not buy side liquidity, sell side liquidity. Sorry guys, I have to focus. And then we traded lower. So right here is our opening. We traded lower. That's manipulation. We don't want to chase it because we want to see NQ trade back to the upper quadrant. Then basically we formed a inversion fair gap right here, but we could not trade or find any good opportunity to enter in here. We could have wait, sorry guys, we could have entered within basically the gap right here, but I don't really like it because it's really early and we could eventually form a short-term run and stops right here. So I would like to wait a bit longer, but then we basically just displaced higher. We had a break of structure. We also like broke above the high right here. We had really good displacement. We have like the bullish breaker in here, which we want to see basically deliver or support price higher. And as I already mentioned, if we like do have two fair value gaps stacked on each other, up on each other, so like one right here and one right here, we want to see the lower one basically get treated as a breakaway gap and the upper one get treated as a fair value gap. So we allow price to trade back to the breaker, to the fair value gap. We have a short-term run and stops in here, and then this would have been your perfect long opportunity. We trade aligned with regular trading hours. We are trading against the regular trading hour. No, not regular. We are trading aligned with regular trading hours, but trading basically against the higher time frame. But what you have to keep in mind is that we already sold off heavily before the opening. Therefore, many people are trailing their stops lower and lower, and therefore we like to see a manipulation higher. So therefore AM session is only manipulation higher, but we can form definitely a really low resistance liquidity run in here back to the upper quadrant, above the buy side liquidity pools right here, where are basically retail traders or traders trade their stops lower. Therefore we manipulate higher, and then with basically trading to the upper quadrant with sweeping the buy side liquidity, we are now able to basically follow the trend lower and to take out London lows as well. So yeah, that's basically it. That's how so today was actually a really good trading day. I'm a bit would have been nice to trade it, but I wasn't able to. I was not at home, but that's just what it is. We have to journal it. We just keep doing it, and I think that's it.